He waited in the softly glowing corner of the cafe, where the rain dripped against the window like a slow clock. Aiden checked his watch again, 7:42 p.m. She was late. He didn't even know her name, not really. Just Clara, from the dating app. Her messages were kind, her words gentle, her smile in the photo warm. He hadn't felt that kind of excitement in years, not since losing his fiancée in that car crash 3 winters ago. Tonight, he dared to believe life might give him another chance, but as the minutes stretched into an hour, his hope thinned into silence. The waitress, pity in her eyes, refilled his untouched coffee. The candle flickered low. He stood, about to leave, when 2 tiny figures burst through the door, rain-soaked, trembling. "Please," one of them cried, clutching his coat. "Mister, help us. They beat our mom, she's dying." His heart stopped as he knelt down, seeing 2 identical faces, big brown eyes, pink coats smeared with mud. "Where is she?" he asked, his voice breaking before he knew why. "In the alley," the other whispered. "She told us to find help before she closed her eyes." Aiden didn't think, he ran. The rain was heavier now, the alley dark and narrow. A woman lay on the ground, bruised, her hair tangled, her breath shallow. He dropped to his knees, pressing his fingers to her wrist, faint pulse. Her phone lay cracked beside her, the lock screen showing a smiling photo of the same twins now crying behind him, and that's when he saw the name under the notifications, Clara. His heart stopped again. His blind date. She woke up to the sound of beeping machines, the sterile hum of the hospital room wrapping around her like a blanket she didn't ask for. Her eyelids fluttered open, and she saw a man sitting in the corner, slumped, exhausted, but awake the moment she moved. "You're safe," Aiden said softly, standing. "Your girls, they're okay. They're asleep in the waiting room." She blinked, confusion clouding her weak smile. "You were the one who, I found you," he finished, "or maybe, you found me." Clara's eyes glistened. She turned away, embarrassed by the tears she couldn't stop. "I didn't mean to stand you up," she whispered. "I was on my way when they came after me." "Who?" he asked gently. "My ex-husband's men," she said. "He's been hunting me since I ran away with my girls. He wanted to take them. Her voice cracked. "He said I'd never be free." Aiden's jaw tightened, the pain in her words cutting through him. He reached for her hand, fragile, trembling. "You're free now. I'll make sure of it." Clara shook her head. "You don't even know me." "I didn't know the woman in the cafe either," he said softly. "But I waited for her, and somehow, she still found me." Something inside her broke then, in the gentlest way possible. She let the tears fall, for the pain, the fear, the years of running. Days passed. Aiden stayed, bringing food for the twins, helping Clara's case with the police, ensuring her ex was found and arrested. She wanted to protest at first, but every time she saw him helping her girls color in their little notebooks, something inside her softened that he never asked for anything in return. One evening, when the hospital's golden lights flickered through the windows, Aiden stood to leave. "You'll be discharged tomorrow," he said, smiling. "I'll help you get settled somewhere safe." Clara looked at him, really looked, the man who had once just been a stranger waiting at a table. "Aiden," she said quietly, "why are you doing all this?" He paused, his gaze distant. "Because years ago, someone waited for me too. She never made it back. And I couldn't save her. Maybe, helping you is my way of saying I still believe in second chances." Her breath caught. The next morning, she was discharged. The girls ran around, laughing for the first time in weeks, while Aiden packed their small bags into his car. As they drove toward a new start, the sky opened, sunlight cutting through the gray clouds. At a red light, one of the twins tugged on his sleeve. "Mr. Aiden?" "Yes, sweetheart. Can you be our daddy now?" His hand froze on the steering wheel. He glanced in the mirror, saw Clara, silent tears rolling down her cheeks, smiling for the first time since he'd met her. He didn't answer right away. He just reached across, holding Clara's hand, the same one he'd grabbed in that dark alley when he found her. "Let's just say," he murmured, voice breaking with emotion, "I'll never let any of you wait alone again." The twins giggled. Clara looked at him, a warmth rising in her chest. She thought she'd lost forever. Some people say fate brings strangers together for a reason. That night, the man who thought he'd been stood up found something far greater than a date. He found the family he didn't know he'd been waiting for, and as the car rolled on into the fading sunlight, the world outside seemed to whisper, "Sometimes, the ones who are meant for you don't show up at the table. They run into your life crying for help, and you just happen to be the one who answers."